Lopez Alliance for the Honorable Minister, the Mama Game Changer, the one and only Nabeela Tunis. Nabeela and a Game Changer. Hey, Nabeela and a Game Changer. Oh.
Good afternoon. I want to know plenty techie for where gonna join me now today. Today, not to the full launch of the year of culture and creativity. Today, we get an eye for let we unveil the logo when I get for shape, wait we get for do during this entire year. For let everybody go able for adopt the symbol, we get for carry this national journey go forward. Me family and I this afternoon. Every national effort where will they start with? It starts with what we can call clarity and purpose. And every year where we don't declare that the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs get forget face. You get forget language, you get forget your own identity. So that people like can recognize saying that this now we they do, now this we they identify we self for this particular year, and that this we all they rally behind. So now that make today matter because today that the day where we they actually show now waiting our own identity, waiting our language, and waiting our face for this year. Over the past years, I know say if you remember, we don't be very intentional when it comes to our development agenda, especially with tourism and culture. We start first in 2024 with the Tourism for All campaign, and then last year we will get the year of ecotourism. We consistently communicate, say, tourism about people and about livelihoods, about identity, that about with dignity, and everything where they make we who that we be, who side we come out, and who side we they go. And una know say culture and creativity is the middle dandy. Now in they define me. Una go also remember, if una take una memories so bad, during the Tourism for All campaign in 2024, we will get an entire month, that being the month of March, where we dedicate to create and innovate. And then we will get another month where we dedicate to culture and heritage. Their activities and they will we get with una lay the foundation for let we dedicate this particular entire year as a year of culture and creativity. This is something where we don't engage pan as a ministry with private sector practitioners, with partners them, with culture and creatives them, for let we define what it will be most appropriate for celebrate who that we be as a people in Sierra Leone. And not just that no more, this particular idea where we get with this year, it aligned with the medium-term national development plan, it aligned with the 10-year strategic plan, it aligned with the cultural policy, and it also aligned with the report where the World Bank issued last year on the creatives. We also go further to make sure say it's about the sustainable development goals. We now know it's also about the AU and ECOWAS frameworks, and it's also about the UNESCO conventions. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when we speak about culture, we're speaking about living practices such as music, craft, design, storytelling, performance, fashion, theater, and the skills passed from one generation to another. And when we speak about creativity, we're speaking about opportunity, about how that God-given talent, which we all possess in some way or the other, becomes enterprise when harnessed well. We're speaking about how heritage becomes value and how identity becomes confidence. So the theme for this year signals a very strategic commitment to place culture and creativity at the center of national life and economic participation. It's about recognizing the contributions of our artisans, our performers, our designers, our event planners, our cultural practitioners, our creative entrepreneurs, and many more. Not as informal actors on the margins, but as contributors to growth, cohesion, national pride, showcasing why Sierra Leone should be everyone's preferred destination onwards. Today, we dey reveal a logo where they reflect that purpose day where at the top also. And this logo, na the middle of them, you dey see the year 2026. And we not printer, we not stamp on day, but we carve am. We get woman where sidom, it dey carve that 2026 day. It dey show the belief where we get in we self. For say we future, not to give them we future That shape with the shape and through that effort, through that skill, through that collaboration. It also tell we say when you dey carve something, that lots of patience, lots of time now you dey put into and lots of detail. So it dey reflect wetin we represent as a people. It also dey remind me say we culture, now we add there. Now in the make am, now in the preserve am, and now in the live am. Then surrounding these cultural assets also they define who that we be. So in addition to which we get the carving, we get weaving, and we also get the drum where we see say we brothers and sisters and they don't the beat for we today from where the program starts. Then one day then they get present which we can call the tangible and intangible heritage. And then it also show the transmission of that heritage the way we get for better we serve na salute. The loom we see where the woman they weave, it also they speak to continuity, it speak to learning, and it speak to the passing on of skills. And when you put them all together, it reflect culture as something way na dignity, na work, na knowledge, and na life. Also the colors that we use at the logo, it also reflects the colors in our national flag and more, where it demonstrates that boldness, that confidence, that vitality, that youthful exuberance, the energy and renewal. And at the bottom, we include one Creole word. It writes, say, let we all own the culture and creativity for better salo. So that they show say this, it reflects we all as Sierra Leoneans, both of one or two possible, but everybody. So from today, this logo where they talk about so where they can't see, it become the official identity of this year where we don't declare as a ministry as the year of culture and creativity. It go there for all we platform them, it go guide with communications there, it go also help for unify with messaging. It go tell we partners there, with creatives and with communities there, all man for say salon ready for invest in a culture and creative capital. Me party there, at this point, we get for also reflect a little bit deeper for let we know say, not to just the brand, the normal, not to just that logo there, now in they represent we. But we get for add something for put meaning and up. Because it is showing how we get to come together collectively and collaboratively for let we take them forward. Because we not go succeed if we just take the logo because I don't know we say now this. It will only succeed when we deliver on the programs there. It will only succeed when we form partnership there. And it will only succeed when we committed and we give space and protection and opportunity to them, boku people them, for let them go able for thrive. And as we move forward, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, it will continue for get their structured engagements them. It will continue for support sector-specific initiatives and opportunities then for collaboration across governments, across the private sector, and communities. As anything what we do now, we guided by we leader, His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio. And as a visionary leader, he always don't tell me for choose collaboration over isolation. He don't always tell me for choose a whole of government and a whole of society approach. And he also don't tell me for choose partnership over competition. So now that message they are the left with now waiting him don't impart into we as a visionary leader, how it don't guide we now then me say we can share with you now for let we go member for this particular year. I want for at this point really extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the team. We work for all of this. Everybody will not see now. Everybody in the ministry and we partners and we work very hard for let we bring this identity to life. I also encourage everybody for let we adopt this identity with pride and consistency. Let it guide how we represent who we are, where we came from, and whose side we go. And then we use them for tell we story and invite other people them for be part of her. So we partners and party them because when I go realize this will be just like what we call a pop-up event. So we get some of the people and we creatives them. We get Frank, when I can design for we get Tariq, we get Light, we get Viola, we get I think one of our own team then because Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and the agencies they're full of creative people there. Lots of creative talents as soon as they can see shortly. So we extend that appreciation to them all for waiting they don't do, how we all don't engage, for let we make this a reality where we don't get up to this point. And we go continue for let everybody for bring as many people on board for letting go be part of this journey. Me, I want to tell them all thank you again, the ministry, the National Tourist Board, the Monuments and Relics Commission. I want to extend the thanks and appreciation to them. The thanks and appreciation to all the partners, the development partners, with colleagues and our government, for telling them, say, we're glad they were a part of this first step, because without them, this first step would have never been established. So now the 2026 journey has begun. We have to make it memorable together. And at this point, we also encourage all cultural and creative practitioners for formally register with the ministry free of charge, so that we go build that database of people them where they within this space. It will help you for design targeted programs. It will help you for create them partnerships them where meaningful, and it will also help you for create access to several other opportunities. Purpose for Peona with other much more established institutions or entities where we're able to give a helping hand. This not so about anything but for create pathways and opportunities, and for ensure that every person has a productive space in Sierra Leone's year of culture and creativity. Director Fonejalo NET go furnish you now with more details. The WhatsApp numbers they will not use for register. Just a simple form will be established for it will be easy for now. Now we will access up, and then we go able for the contact now whenever we have programs or opportunities of this nature. During the One Nation Reggae Festival in November last year, the ministry, in collaboration with the producer, Mr. Baisise, and the National Dance Troupe, we developed what we call troop beats. Now a fusion of sounds them from with national instruments. And that beats they represent with rhythm, with heritage, with culture, with future, with creativity. And it's part of our focus for this year for let we develop as many sounds as possible. But we don't develop this one. It's just like a kind of a template or a test case, and you're not restrictive. And the beats will only mean something when una bring them to life. And it will only be brought to life of una tester and una adapter, and una create something out of our full una own creativity. So when they use this moment for invite as many people as possible, the artists then for submit their songs to that beat, they will also they can share with una, where will be aired today on radio stations and as widely as possible. For let una listen to the beat and develop something where go showcase the natural beauty and the talent where we get as a people. We as a ministry, it gets prizes ranging from 50,000 new leons to 25,000 new leons for the first 3 or the first best songs. Mr. Baidawa and the Directorate of Culture, Creativity and Innovation will also furnish you now with some more details, and they'll have the notices out so that as many people can participate even from up country. Bawa for end by saying that every year gets a face, and this is the face of 2026, the year of culture and creativity. At the back, you get live it and create it. So you get for live your culture, and you get for create and back. Thank you.